You go sign away your life for a bunch of to fuck your girl. The first rule have always been self-preservation. The second rule have always been there's no honor amongst thieves. He the prime example. They fucked over that could fed everybody.
We only look at snitches and we only look at rats when people go to jail. You know what define me? A rat, somebody who do anything to save themselves.
I love being interviewed in director's chairs, the most uncomfortable chairs in the world.
I'm trying to figure out how to get.
Yeah, you're always just like trying to
Like
always.
up, like down.
This doesn't work for me at all, but
Hold up. I think, no.
There you go. You sit like that, I'll sit like this, and
Yeah,
just do the whole
okay, got
interview.
In hip hop, obviously, there's the top 5 dead or alive. Are you comfortable giving me yours?
Yeah.
Okay.
For me, it's always gonna be first Missy Elliott. Huge influence of everything I've ever done. Jay-Z is the best to ever even speak. Biggie, obviously. Biggie, then as a whole, I have Goody Mob.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I have UGK.
So you don't have yourself?
Oh no, I can't touch them guys. I would never put myself in my list.
Really?
Yeah, really.
Kool-Aid or One Punch?
If it's red and if it's made good and not watered down, Kool-Aid.
Can you make Kool-Aid?
Of course. What can't I make?
Properly, like how much sugar you put in there?
A lot. The fuck is wrong with you?
Okay, sorry. I be missing my grandma.
Oh, me too.
Yeah, she in jail.
Like, fuck it, I'm doing the shit. Yeah, man. So, bro, like, what can we expect from Looney, man? Like, you know, I know it's been a minute, you know what I'm saying? And your name still ring bells, bro. You don't think nobody forgot about you, bro. You know what I'm saying? You important to this music industry, bro. So, yeah, man, 2024 is in and out. So do you got anything coming pretty soon? You know what I'm saying?
Shit, I'm finna probably drop like 2, you know what I'm saying, videos, and you know what I'm saying, work my little down. I wanna drop an album and shit, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't wanna bullshit my peoples and shit. I'm going ahead and drop this shit, you know, but I'm gonna start with the videos first.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? See how they buzz and see how people take to them, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna damn move from there, cause I got a lot of shit. So, you know what I'm saying? It's just, fed me, just pushing the shit, you know what I'm saying? Meeting the right motherfuckers and shit, you know what I'm saying? Cause I got a lot of shit that I don't wanna just throw out there, you know what I'm saying? That ain't in the right, you know what I'm saying? Steered in the right direction type shit.
Bad, yeah, I feel you. Gotta come natural, man. So what's your creative process like when it comes to the music? Like when you in the studio, you how do you prep? You know what I'm saying, to get you right for the mic?
Honestly, what I do is I try to goddamn, you know what I'm saying, do the song, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I'm like on the way there and type shit, I just be going over like, you know what I'm saying, the shit in my head, you know what I'm saying? I make the song first. First I make the song before I get there. You know what I'm saying? I like making the song before I get there. So like when I just get in there, it'll just, you know what I'm saying, make shit go by so easy type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, man, you know what I'm saying? I goddamn give me a little beat, goddamn go for it.
You think you know hip hop, but behind the beats, the fame, and the sold out shows lies a darker side, a world of prison, controversy, and survival that most fans never see. From Tupac Shakur to Mystical, Kid Creole to DMX, Slick Rick to Shine and beyond, the stories of rappers behind bars are as shocking as they are complex. Some faced false rumors, others violence, and some battled a broken justice system. Yet all of them survived to tell their tales. Let's dive into the wildest jail footage and prison stories in hip-hop history, the ones that shook the culture and left fans asking, what really happens behind bars? No list of wild jail stories starts without Tupac Shakur. In 1995, Tupac served 8 months for a sexual abuse conviction. But what really haunted him wasn't the prison walls. It was the rumors that spread like wildfire about what supposedly happened inside. Almost immediately, gossip started circulating. Did Tupac get violated in prison? Radio personalities, including Wendy Williams, allegedly fanned the flames, and soon the streets were buzzing. For a moment, people forgot about his conviction or his legendary music. They focused only on this unverified claim. Tupac's response was both passionate and logical. In his own words, he said, "You know why it was difficult for me? Not that somebody say I got to jail. It was difficult because people was believing it. I was like, how the hell y'all gonna believe I got in jail, pulled 2 guns on me, and told me to get on the floor, and I wouldn't get on the floor with 2 guns? Now what makes you think I'm going to jail with no guns and give up my whole manhood?" Think about that. This is a man who survived being shot 5 times in New York. And yet, some believed he would somehow submit inside prison. Tupac's anger and frustration reveal how deeply rumors can cut, not just affecting public perception, but attacking a person's character and street credibility. Even letters and interviews he gave from Rikers Island show his mental strength and reflection. He wasn't a broken man. He was planning, strategizing, and preparing for his return. Tupac's story isn't about victimhood. It's about survival and resilience in the face of a media storm that twisted the narrative of one of hip-hop's most iconic figures. But Tupac's story of rumors and resilience is only the beginning. Next, let's talk about Mystikal. In 1995, Mystikal rose with the Southern hip-hop wave, earning Grammy nominations and acclaim. Yet, his career would be repeatedly derailed by legal issues. From 2004 to 2010, he served 6 years for sexual battery and extortion. Even after serving time, Mystikal faced new allegations in 2022, landing him in legal limbo for years. The pattern here is chilling. A celebrated artist repeatedly facing life-altering accusations. In interviews, Mystikal opened up about plea deals and pressure. "The first situation, I plead guilty. That was some kind of strategy I was using for the just to not to get that life sentence off my back. You know what I'm saying? I was just trying to get it over with, man." This is the harsh reality for many inside the justice system. Even if you maintain innocence, the risk of a life sentence forces impossible choices. The Mystikal's advice to young people is simple. Stay out the water, 'cause sharks in that water. His story shows the intersection of fame, legal pressure, and personal responsibility, a recurring theme in the lives of rappers behind bars. Kid Creole's story takes us from hip-hop history to tragedy. A founding member of Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five, Kid Creole helped define the genre. But in 2022, he was sentenced to 16 years for stabbing a homeless man to death over a perceived sexual advance. His brother explained the incident in detail. He was working as a handyman in Midtown when he walked by a homeless man who propositioned him. He ended up stabbing him in the chest. From performing at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction to committing a violent act, Kid Creole's story is a stark reminder of how past struggles, personal biases, and unchecked anger can lead to irreversible consequences. It also highlights broader societal issues, like violence against vulnerable populations and homophobia. DMX's life reads like a constant back and forth with the law. With over 30 incarcerations, his battles with addiction and the criminal justice system were public and relentless. One of the most absurd incidents happened in 2009 in Arizona, under Sheriff Joe Arpaio's controversial system. DMX reportedly assaulted a prison guard over bad food. That's right. The man who made millions, survived bullets, and commanded respect on stage reportedly lost his cool over meals. To make matters even stranger, DMX and other inmates had to wear pink underwear, sheets, and slippers, part of Arpaio's humiliation tactics. Yet, despite these challenges, why DMX's raw honesty and grit show why he remained an icon. His life a constant battle between chaos and artistry. Unlike many, Slick Rick transformed his incarceration into creative power. Convicted of attempted murder in 1991, he served 5 years. While behind bars, he wrote The Ruler's Back, an album that stands as a testament to artistic resilience under pressure. In interviews, Slick Rick spoke about respect, growth, and learning from mistakes. You learn from prison time. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. His journey also included deportation threats despite being a legal U.S. resident, showing how the system can punish even those who build their lives in the country. Slick Rick's story blends crime, artistry, and immigration struggles, making him one of the most multi-layered figures in hip-hop jail history. Shine's story is one of rebirth behind bars. After a 1999 nightclub shooting incident, he served 9 years at Clinton Correctional. During that time, Shine became deeply religious, converting to Judaism, and reflected on his life and music. He claims he was set up for the shooting, sparking debates about loyalty and betrayal. Inside prison, Shine produced entire albums mentally, showing his dedication and mental strength. Later, he emerged as a politician, proving that personal transformation can occur even in the darkest circumstances. C. Murder, Master P's younger brother, was sentenced to life in 2009 for killing a 16-year-old fan. Witnesses later recanted, claiming police pressure. C. Murder has consistently maintained his innocence. He went on a hunger strike in 2021 to protest his prison conditions, drawing attention from celebrities like Kim Kardashian, who highlighted his case to the public. This wasn't just a stunt, it was a desperate attempt to have his voice heard in a system that had silenced him for over a decade. For C. Murder, life behind bars wasn't just a sentence, it was an emotional crucible that tested everything he believed about justice, loyalty, and survival. Every day without parole carried with it the weight of isolation, frustration, and the crushing knowledge that the legal system might never fully acknowledge the truth. His story isn't unique in hip-hop, but it's a stark reminder of how fame and influence do not always protect someone from injustice, and how advocacy and persistence can sometimes be the only lifeline in a system stacked against you. Then there's Cool C. Once a rising Philadelphia rap pioneer, his life took a devastating turn when he ended up on death row in 1996 for murdering a police officer during a bank robbery. From performing to packed venues with adoring fans, to sitting in a cell awaiting execution, Cool C's trajectory illustrates how quickly life can spiral out of control. The pressures of the streets, the allure of quick money, and the desperation to maintain status collided, producing irreversible consequences. His story is a cautionary tale, a reminder that no amount of talent or popularity can insulate someone from the consequences of poor choices. Fame, street credibility, and artistry can provide opportunity, but they cannot shield you from the stark realities of life or the law. Cool C's downfall shows how the same streets that launch careers can just as easily consume them. Finally, Mac's story offers a glimmer of hope amidst the chaos. As another no-limit artist, Mac spent 21 years behind bars for a crime he didn't commit. Yet, unlike some, he emerged not broken, but resilient. Through decades of wrongful imprisonment, Mac maintained his mental strength, his spirit, and, crucially, his human connections. He adapted to life inside prison, forming relationships with fellow inmates, finding ways to survive emotionally, and refusing to let the system define his identity. His release through clemency wasn't just a personal victory. It was a statement that justice, though delayed, can eventually prevail. Mac's experience highlights the countless lives caught in the machinery of flawed systems, particularly in Louisiana, and the resilience required to endure such trials. Taken together, these stories show that the world behind bars is rarely straightforward. From Tupac's struggle against false rumors, to Mystikal's repeated legal battles, Kid Creole's violent actions, DMX's chaotic encounters with incarceration, Slick Rick and Shine's artistic and personal transformations, and the wrongful convictions faced by C. Murder and Mac, hip-hop's prison stories are as complex and dramatic as the music itself. They reveal lessons about survival, resilience, justice, and the human capacity for change under pressure. They also shine a harsh light on the realities of the justice system, showing how fame intersects with vulnerability, influence, and systemic flaws. Behind the beats, the albums, and the public personas, these artists face challenges that most fans could never imagine. Their stories are cautionary, inspiring, and often heartbreaking. But they also remind us that the music we celebrate often comes from lives marked by struggle, perseverance, and extraordinary resilience. So the next time you press play on your favorite track, remember this. For some artists, the music isn't just art, it's survival, a testament to battles fought behind bars, and a window into lives that are far more complicated than the stage lights ever reveal.